Got you. Peace and blessings, beloved family. Welcome to another amazing episode of Who Naked Up in Here. I am your host, Mr. Witz, alongside with my co-host, Gifted. Thank y'all for joining. It's good to see you, family. This show is special because this is our final show of 2023. So I'm gracious to have you all here, sharing space with us tonight. Um, Longwolf, is this your first time coming to one of these?
I've been here before, but it's been a while. We'll say that.
Okay, okay. Because I know everybody else, I see them kind of frequently. Everybody else kind of frequent fly here, So I wasn't certain. I wasn't 100% certain if this was the first time or if you're revisiting. But it's awesome to have you, brother. Normally, what we do here in this space is it's an open mic, obviously, and everybody is free to share whatever it is in their heart. There's no judgment, only love being passed through the comments as well as the chat. All those who would like to share, there's an emotion button at the bottom of the screen. If you click on that, you can raise your hand. And all hands that are raised will be acknowledged that you want to share. And at some point, I'll come to you and allow you to share. So normally we do two pieces and we'll be in and out. So I got the train rolling by and it's kind of loud, so sometimes I mute it. Um, yeah, uh, my kids get a real kick out of it when they're here to see the train. And oh, the train! They be all in the window, you know. So, but can you all hear it? No, okay, perfect, perfect. I didn't want to be competing with the train right now. But with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and jump into some poetry. Um, is everybody here? Everybody here would like to share? All right, it's only a couple of us, so I'm just gonna come through the screen and just let everybody do their thing. Um, we're also picking up a collection for Marianne tonight. Um, she's going through some financial difficulties, and I'm not gonna go too much in depth with it. But if you have it in your heart and in your wallet, Cash App is somewhere up in the chat. And if you can send us something to help her out during this trial, we all truly appreciate it. Um, because we family, all we got is us. So we take care of each other, and that's what it's all about. That's how you build a community, one brick at a time. You know. And I look at you all as a brick foundation, and yeah, we're just building and building and building, until we scrape the sky with it, you know. So I love it. Normally I open up, but tonight I think I'm gonna pass that opportunity on to Gifted. Would you like to open up tonight's show?
Wow, always be ready. Um, that's amazing. All right, oldie but goodie. Uh, they see you, eyes always upon you, mimicking, admiring, staring, and modeling you. Don't be nervous, be you, for you are the mirror that feeds their souls. So show them the way. They see you. They, they see you. All the haters, wannabes, wish they could be posers. They see you modeling your style, staring at your shape. Attract them to your light. Let them marvel at the beauty that they'll never truly confine. Shine, shine bright. Glow, glow. Because they see you. all the love that you have to give, loving yourself like you deserve to be loved, laughing at your own damn mistakes. They see you. They see you. All the seeds that you laid, one after another, carefully, things falling apart like they do. But you picking them up one by one by one, like grandma taught us to. Holding things together better than hot glue. Baby, they see you. So pull down all those cloaks and daggers and masks and allow them to see the natural glimmer of your shimmer. Shine, shine bright, and attract them to your light. Because they see you, and you are worthy to be seen. That's that piece.
I love that piece. Thank you all for keeping your mics muted. I meant to mention that. Make sure your mics are muted until the artist finish with their piece. But definitely pay homage to one another and show each other love in between these pieces. Gifted, I love that piece. I really need to work on doing inspirational poems. I know a lot of my work is heartfelt or comedic in an neurotic sense. But I need to really challenge myself to do some uplifting pieces because we need that. We definitely need that in this community because it's our duty to keep each other up. So I'm glad to have you on the team as an inspiration to us all.
Thank you. That was thank you. That was very nice. Are we doing one piece or two?
2 pieces, please.
All righty. I'll let Nicole get in. Oh, she's in. Okay, great. This piece is called Brownout. When your sun goes down, why are we always the target? Brown, and not the kind that delivers. The kind that finds the butt of your rage, out of your troubles, blackout, brown out, interruption of your function claims us in the most unassuming spaces, Dollar General, Tops, Pulse, Day Spa, Mother Emmanuel Church, comforts of our home stays become aim of your attack. Pray to your gain, out of the box rampage released. Arena of the fury you normally cage. Bird in hand, we are hunted. No words can ever unbleed the family shed, quarreling for prize trade. We are always the target. As if we hold the keys to your very existence, as if we hold the keys to your existence, as if, like these bags we carry, lessen the heavy makeup of your set me free plea. That hell is all yours. And the brown does not control your peace. So damn it, please let us be brown out.
Y'all open your mics and your hearts and show some love to Gifted. Beautiful piece. Y'all can do better than that. Open your mic.
Yeah.
There you go.
There we
And
go.
you know what? Megan, you come in the room and you still the loudest in the room, man. I love you, brother. When you
I
show up,
love you back.
show up.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Awesome. Great piece, Gifted. Great piece. Definitely heartfelt and sad that we still have to write these pieces. Um, all right, let's keep the mic on. Y'all open up your hearts and your mics and let's show some love to Marianne Peterson. Y'all
Okay.
getting shot tonight.
Yeah. Okay. This is a song I wrote a while ago. It's called "Christmas Is a Time for Loving." Since it's December, I decided to do this one piece first before the other. Christmas is coming, don't you forget. Christmas is a time for loving. You love your brother, you love your sister, you love everyone. Christmas is a joyful season. Christmas is a time to get together. Christmas is a special time of year. Christmas is coming, don't you forget. Christmas is a time for loving. You love your brother, you love your sister, you love everyone. This is a time for friends and family. This is a time for giving. This is a time for mistletoe. This is a time for decking the halls. Christmas is coming, don't you forget. Christmas is a time for loving. Love your brother, you love your sister, you love everyone. Christmas is coming, don't you forget. Christmas is a time for loving. Love your brother, you love your sister, you love everyone. Christmas is coming, don't you forget. Christmas is a time for loving. Love your brother, you love your sister, you love everyone.
Great song, Marianne. I'm glad to
Thanks.
see you holding tight to that ukulele. You've been playing it proud. I'm proud of you. Keep doing your thing, Queen.
Thanks. And the next thing I'll do is a poem I just wrote on the 13th. And that's based on a Ragpronthos vampire. I was thinking of my ex when I wrote this, because he was very abusive and he tried to take away everything pretty much from me, including my oldest son, by trying to kill him. And he took away a bunch of my animals by poisoning them, except for one. So I consider him like this. And it's called Vampire. You're like a vampire. You took and took. I became a shadow of myself. That's it for that one.
That was one of the shortest poem you ever wrote. Wow.
It's 15 words.
And it was just as powerful, just as stabbing.
Go!
Yep.
Yeah. Right on. Marianne.
Thanks.
Awesome micro.
Thanks.
Everybody that's just joined, thank y'all for coming in. Tonight we're taking up a collection for Marianne. She's going through some hardship I'm not too deep into. But what I will say is if you can find it in your heart as well as your wallet, please share something with her. I'm going to put her information again into the chat.
Most
If you can
shadows.
send her a cash app, it will be most appreciated. We all family here. We all know we all go through things at some point. It could be any one of us. So let's make sure we continue to take care of each other. Thank you, Marianne.
You're welcome.
I'm sorry, I sent that as a direct message. I didn't mean to do that.
Oops.
Here it is.
I already posted it. Okay, well,
Oh, okay. Well, I posted it again. It's okay. It can never be posted too many times, but I appreciate you and forgive me for not seeing that. All right. Tonight is our final show of the year. So it's awesome for you all to be here. Thank y'all for coming in and sharing. We're going to get out of here by 10:30, no later. So just keep this love going and keep the flow going. We're not going to spend too much time giving each other love, but I know it's here. I know it's in your hearts. So please fill it up in the chat so that we don't miss that love that's given. Reason that we're leaving out at 10:30 is because we want to go join and support Coach John Smalls and Complicated Passions in their feature tonight on One on Instagram. So I hope to see you all there right following this show. With that being said, please open your hearts, your mics, and let's show some love to, I want to get some of the people who are here first. So, Cole, are you sharing with us tonight?
I won't be sharing tonight. I'm just listening. I just want to be in the space
Okay.
with family.
Okay, thank you for being here. Just
Hi,
wanted to
Nemo
double
and
check
Christoph
with
and
that.
everybody.
I know sometimes IG kick our hands down. Eddie, would you like to share with us tonight?
Miss Betty. And then Lone Wolf is also.
Mhm.
I can't find my poem. I lost it. So you can go with someone else right now.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you. Thank you. And I'll come back and check on you just to
Okay.
make sure.
Okay.
Lone Wolf, are you ready, my brother?
Man, y'all don't even know. I'm struggling over here. I'm trying my best, man.
Oh, God.
I'm talking about trying to hit the buttons and nothing is happening for me. But yeah, I think I'm ready.
It's all good. There's a little adjusting going on.
It is bananas, man. I'm trying to turn the camera on, turn the camera off, and either way, it doesn't make a difference. I am ready, my friend. I want to do it. If it's so, I want to do a piece that's entitled Black. It's within my pigment that I live. Black is an adjective because it's descriptive. Like, black is beautiful. Just ask any dutiful law enforcement officer that recognizes us as the offerer of light, in which they have to limit. I figure they have to think that way because what else do they keep trying to dim it? Black is a statement like Black Lives Matter. So with the compiled data I've accumulated, I've come to realize that antimatter is the formation of life out of the blackness. In some households and tucked around some corners, Black is practiced. It's loved, it's hated, it's debated, it's related to everything and nothing at all. It's that brawl that took place because they were telling jokes about your mama. Black is that fine ass Michelle Obama. But here's when it's like a double-edged sword. I say that because Michelle got that, oh my Lord, booty. It's the beauty we bring into this existence. It's the persistence it takes to tolerate an enormous amount of hate from others, from my own brothers, from my baby's mothers, from a contrived system. But I come to realize whenever I play the victim, depict him negatively when it's his blood spilt. Yet reporters purposely seek out that one witness that we use the word kilt. It's the way we embrace. Black is my saving grace. And I can make a case as to how the phrase, you ain't no pimp, you're a rest haven for hoes. It's synonymous with the culture of those capable of taking a contrived lifestyle and turning it into a cult classic. Black is having a bombastic personality. In spite of a reality that places us on both ends of the spectrum, whether we strip Kaepernick of his celebrity, but make a celebrity out of Odell Beckham, silencing us on this end, but celebrating the buffoonery of a playmaking starter. Odell represents who they want us to be, while Colin Kaepernick is a martyr. Black was celebrated when men would charter a bus to Washington, D.C. to be in attendance. Black is a million men interested in the interdependence of kings and queens. It's hair care products like Palmos and hair sheens. It's albinism and a pink palette of purple and all shades in between. It's capable of having hazel and green eyes. It's staring at my size 13 shoe for an estimated comparison of, yeah, you guessed it, my other size. But it's no need to surmise because the written word states it as a fact. Skin of bronze, hair of wool. If we were created in this image, then wouldn't that image be that of someone black? Oh.
Come on, poet. Y'all open up your mics and show some love. Don't be afraid to put some love in
Yeah.
the chat.
Woohoo! Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Let's
Wow.
go,
Absolutely
Lumber.
awesome. Absolutely awesome. Wow. Fire, straight fire. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
You got another one, brother, or you good with that one?
You know what? I should say I'm good with that one, but I have this poem that I wrote, and I hate to do poems if I can't, if I haven't memorized them. But I'm so excited about this poem. So if you don't mind, I'm
Not at all.
okay.
Not at all.
Cool, cool, cool. It's entitled Universe. Only a Black woman can be both the universe and the void. A universe has all essential elements of life, yet is absolutely devoid. She is a humanoid capable of interplanetary travel through a birth canal. She births those essential elements, creating life. All I provide is morale. But voids provide spacing to support what a placenta is encasing. Since the beginning of time, man's been retracing his steps back to the universe's center, hoping that she will allow him to enter so he can disperse a Milky Way trail, releasing his comets into the atmosphere that builds up so much speed they form tails. Space travel with genetic details, hoping one will crash land onto a planetary surface within her cervix, where fallopian tubes act as black holes. My grandmother told stories of beauty marks being black moles or dark matter. A universe can be a black backdrop that accentuates a sun's debris if it were to ever shatter, highlighting a star constellation with light reflection, similar to a Black woman's canvas being her complexion. I'm drawn into her gravitational pull, her affection. But just when you think space is morbid, I begin to orbit. She is her own universe's celestial body. And her void is expansive and gaudy. So much so that with all my might, I attempt to stretch it past its norm. But all it does is reform, proving that the universe can take a pounding. Femininity is abounding. I mean, how much more astounding can I make the universe? So to make sense of it all, God made it and the Black woman first. And because I was made in his image, I am well versed in the construction of a galaxy. The rumors of the origins of life beginning on Earth is a fallacy. It was formed in the void as the essential elements were brought together by the vacuum of space, making said void comparable to a Black woman's embrace. Erase all you've ever known about the Big Bang theory if it doesn't include polarity being reversed. or an innate and natural thirst for the Black woman formally the universe. Peace.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, merits the title awesome. Universe.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah, you
awesome.
dug into that one. You definitely
Damn.
dug into that, brother.
Damn.
Yeah.
Great share. Great share. Thank you for bringing it. And I appreciate y'all. I see y'all in the chats. Make sure you go back through there and get that love as well, brother. We're going to try to keep the show moving. I want to make sure everybody gets in and we get over to support our brothers as they do their feature tonight for their up and coming project, Love Is. That's Coach Josh Smalls, and y'all know him as Dark Man Blues, our brother Complicated Passions. All right. With that being said, y'all show some more love for our brother. And while y'all loving on Lone Wolf, Marissa, are you sharing with us tonight? Prada? Maybe she stepped away for a minute. I'm calling on people because I don't see the hands risen. But I'm gonna keep going and I'm gonna come to the hands that are risen. So if I haven't called you and you would like to speak, please get your hand up on your screen so that I can acknowledge you and I don't feel like I'm addressing people. Mama Betty, are you ready for us?
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all open up y'all hearts and y'all mics and let's show some love to Miss Betty.
So,
Miss Betty.
Ooh, we love you, Miss Betty.
Love you too.
Brooklyn house. Oh, here we go.
Hey, lady.
Does God write poetry? We are living vessels, brilliance of sunlight, a moon at night, seeds becoming flowers, juke joint toe tapping mamas, letting go of a Holy Ghost holler. Old men with knitting needles, and middle-aged women with fishing rods on riverbanks, silent in contemplation. Young men expecting their fathers, mothers, grandchildren, grateful for ripening fruit in the bowls, wombs of God's creation. We are wind, rain, bristling cold, fall, spring, autumn, summers on hold. We are our neighbors' children with giggling flower-colored hair, dancers, smooth, aligned, sophisticated, debonair. We are breath, sippering, audible movement, a mother's fingers clutching magic. We're earth, sky, water in a picture at bedside, midwives waiting on a signal phrase from heaven, a downpour, a shower, flowing in cursive. We are songs of welcome, poetry from God's pen. Did God write poems? I think he does. And that's that poem. That's that poem.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put some love.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah, gorgeous.
Wonderful.
Does he write poetry? I'm pretty sure he does.
Asante Sana. So here's my
Great
nasty
question.
poem. Here's my nasty poem. This is for Prada.
Mute yourself.
Swimming. Sexy neurosis memories of let me start over. Swimming. Sexy neurosis memories of midnight strolls on a beach that be your thighs, lifting water slide over whispered mountain shoulders, yours. Ice cold waters, beating, pellets piercing our skin. Water's warm now, showering, propelling, cascading, lifting me up, gently glides me down. Where waters meet and never ends. Satiated, satisfied. That's that poem. I read that kind of fast, such as like.
I love it. I loved every bit of it. Y'all open your mics and show some love to Mama Betty.
Mama Betty,
He
yeah.
trips me out when he touches like
Beautiful.
Great to hear you.
All right, Mama Betty.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. That was so awesome. That was so awesome.
Asante Sana.
Beautiful share. Beautiful share. All right, let's keep this energy going. Y'all keep loving on each other in the chats for me, please. While y'all doing so, open up your hearts and your mics and let's show some love to the makers. Gustav Salas.
Magus. Magus.
Hey everyone, beloved poets, greetings. I'm gonna do one poem. The first poem I ever did in this space. It is my favorite poem. It's called Holographic Universe. 1, 2, 3, check, check, check. Beamed up from Prague like Star Trek. I got lines going on to infinity. Some call me a poet and some a divinity, but I never take me too seriously. I'm living on the edge deliriously. Future evolution depends on our decisions now. Surmounting every difficulty will show you how. Words flowing out like Niagara to falls in your booty like Niagara, like Viagra, to keep that booty shaking as Armageddon's quaking. My rhymes erect, it's never flaccid, complex like deoxyribose nucleic acid. I've been up all night, I keep going and going and going, and where this will stop, there's no way of knowing. Leo Dragon's my horoscope, I'm pyrotechnic like a great white dope. I'm on fire and everything's funny. I'm the frickin' Energizer Bunny. It's inside me, there's always more. 7 days a week, I'm on 24. Plugged in, blissed out, I'm inspired. Into cosmic consciousness, I'm hardwired. I'll live forever, I'll die trying. At light speed, I'm time defying. Real serious like the dog star, yet delirious like a drug czar. If making my own synchronicity seems like egocentricity, I've got my flaws, but live life to the hilt. Love and do what thou wilt. Third eyes on like I got x-ray specs. We're driven to the edge of Cassandra complex, but I roll with the shocks. We're putting everything back in Pandora's box. The golden apple goes to the fairest. I'm dressed to thrill. All hail heiress. Sacrifice to Bacchus another Red Bull while giving thanks and being mindful of all the joy that surrounds us, even as all their bullshit hounds us. Back on earth where we live life, death, rebirth, and the afterlife. And I'm sailing away. Live in the now, live for today. The river Styx we all will cross. In Hades, I'll be my boss. Non serviam, I'll tell the ruler. We'll install central air. Now that's cooler. In the underworld without a care. All my best friends are there. We'll open a club, we'll call it heaven. It'll be rocking 24/7. Orgiastic revels, I'm not joshin'. Dionysian, Hieronymus, Boshin. We like it spicy, got no taste for mild. Our party motor running, reborn to be wild. We're quantum mechanics under the hood. Meta programming for the common good. If Einstein's relativity is E equals MC squared, this means that good times are best when they are shared. Our cup runneth over a cornucopia. This underground network's created this utopia. We make the rules by which this game is played. Got a grip on the eternal golden braid. So if you're down with what we're professing, come with us. We're effervescing. To these naked truths we're undressing. Love one another. It's a blessing. Thank you. I have one note. Nuyo's Monday night online open mic is ended last week. No more Nuyo on Monday nights. So I am starting my own online open mic. Open Mics presents the Magus with Chaos Magic on Monday night.
Yes.
I love it. I
Yes.
love it. Vegas, what time is that? What time your show's
Awesome.
going to be?
We haven't arrived at a time. It's either going to be 8 or 9. I'm not sure yet. I will let everybody know on Instagram.
Okay, please do, man. Thank you. Thank you for
Yes,
always being
yes.
family with us and bringing your energy, brother. We love you.
Yeah, and what a great year this has been. Thank you, Mr. Witz. Thank you.
Truly has, man. Y'all show some love for the Megas.
Woo! Magus.
Yes.
Always fire, man.
Awesome. All right, while y'all doing that, y'all open up your hearts and y'all mics and let's keep this show going and show some love to our brother Kazi Kaz.
You know, everybody. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's good.
Yeah.
What's up, y'all?
Got it.
All right. So, okay, for tonight, I figure, okay, I'm gonna spit this one. This one is titled "My Words Write Me." Excuse me. My words write me. I don't write them. They simply flow through my fingers as a result of my pen. I have no say or control. They just come out of me autonomously. I've watched helplessly as gerunds dangled participles while adverbs verbalized adjectives with the nouns that directly object being indirectly subjected to the prepositions which their written notations have jotted down on my inscribed scribblings to indelibly etch into the fonts of my memoirs. Periodically, the sentences tend to clash with the clauses phrased in my paragraphs, so that my pen pauses, but only for a moment, till it then proceeds to regale this riddle of the anecdotal soliloquies fairy-taled by the stories in this allegorically poetic lullaby. Like a ballad-filled sonnet, gently nestled in an intricately lyrical bonnet, metaphorically postulating theoretical hyperboles which conjecturally hypothesize over the idiomatically syllabic stanzas comparably analogous to the protagonistic antagonism synonymous to the antinomy of this parable. Now, is that so terrible? Thank you. Do I have another one? Do I have another one?
Come on, poet. Come
Yes,
on.
Okay,
definitely,
okay.
definitely.
Damn, Kazi, yeah.
Come on.
Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. This next one is titled, My Dear Aunt Sally. My very educated mother's dear Aunt Sally just served us 9 pizzas because, as we all know, every good boy does fine. Had I known she was coming, I would have baked her a cake and I would have eaten it too, you know, as if it were mine. Since then, I've watched reindeer play antelope games while the buffalo do what they do when in Rome, because there ain't never been no place like home to start parting the sweet sorrows of tomorrow, from which more likely than not, today is going to end up having to borrow the hindsight of yesterday's past, which is only a day away from the precipice of kicking somebody's ass. Because frankly, my dear Watson, I don't give a damn, which is elementary, like the non-televised revolution during which Fee-Fi was a foe that fumbled the truth that would have set you free, like the power of knowledge in life's forbidden tree. Amidst the certainty of death and taxes, it's like curtains when you're placed in a certain bracket of one of the greatest of rackets to have ever done it, until a stock price plummets down into the dang gummit of G. Williker's sinister plot, while Dag Nabbit and Golly G keep plotting on me. So please forget to forget me not, because I'm no longer my sibling's keeper, but my brother from another mother. I got you, because you my motherfucker. So here's looking at you, kid, because the world's a stage acting like it got some damn sense. See, I am. Therefore, I think about everything but the kitchen sink that's on the brink of the verge's edge. But by the looks of it, it seems Houston may have a problem because all that glitters ain't gold, since there might be greener grass on the other side of the book cover, which shows how a small man can take a giant leap for mankind's next step. Oh, and did you hear? Mother Goose's goose got cooked because it got loose in the gin and juice and it got its neck stuck in the noose. Just turn on the news. It's full of useless information. And now the scorned woman from hell is furious because money don't grow on trees, since it's the root of all evil, like most people who sit under church steeples. So if and Ann would butt out the conversation, perhaps maybe could tell me where my peoples is at. Probably eating Kit Kats like Tic Tacs on TikTok, ticked off, doing the crip walk, full of shit talk from feeling ripped off after failing to try and try again, because the success from simply just showing up is at 80%. So if the shoe fits, yell YOLO until you're stronger than what doesn't kill you, since there's no tomorrow to live like, especially when your 2 cents worth of beans don't add up to a mountain's molehill. Because when you blindly follow the blind, your mind fails to see the divinity of forgiving human error, which stands to unite the fallen who have been divided by those who came to see how they could conquer all. Long story short, this land isn't so free because bravery left home. And since we're not in Kansas anymore, I may just take Toto to Africa and wait for Dorothy to catch up because she sure ain't cutting the mustard. So I'm gonna keep walking through the evil valley of all of my death-riddled shadows with no fear. To be continued, or not to be. Wait, what was the question? Thank you.
Man, y'all open your mics and show some love. Just from the way you
Woo-hoo! Kazi Kaz, your peoples is right here. Right
Yeah,
here,
I know,
bro.
yes.
Yeah.
I know. Thank you. Thank you so much, for real. I know y'all my family, straight up. Straight up. Word.
Right, brother. Brilliant, right. Real. Make
Thank
sure
you.
you check into the comments. There's a lot of love in there. I'll make this announcement again tonight. Show we're trying to aid into one of our sisters. So please, if you have it in your heart and you have it in your wallet, please make a donation to Mary Ann Peterson so we can try to help her get through these trying times. Again, I'll post the Cash App. Thank you, Gifted. The Cash App is posted in the bottom. Again, if you can do it, be most appreciated. We family and we all we have. So let's make sure we take care of each other. With that being said, y'all open your hearts and y'all mics and let's show some love to Nemo soon. Thank you, Kazi. Great pieces, brother. Great work.
Thank you. Thank you.
Nemo,
Hey,
go for it. Yeah.
I do not win the observational award for this evening. I have 2 microtriptychs that I put together. The Lord of Wrong wants to be worshipped. My head bowed as his ice-cold drool drips down the back of my neck. And there's some part of me that must want it or need it, because here I am at his feet, pressing my bloody face into the gravel once again. Sad King John looks out onto his court and finds the eyes of his Grand Vizier, who wants more than anything to get away to another court where he can be a winner on a winning team. He's a Grand Vizier after all. The jester, festooned in colors, whose job it is to make it hurt, knows he isn't funny because he just says what he sees. Here is the general who is trying to amass enough strength to finally take all these decorations down. The nurse who soothes his majesty with her promises, but she's still just a little girl herself and doesn't know what to say. I drove to the farthest reaches of the city of my mind, past the snarl of traffic, the incessant honking of horns, the bright lights and smoke and fumes. I stood on the very edge of the great disk, and I peered over. The second one. I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and its rider was shame, flesh made of ash dug from smoldering pits of self-hatred, gown woven from failure's feathers and little beads of criticism. And guilt was with him. All the grass was dead, and the air was only slightly cold under a silent gray sky. I walked and I smoked. The heart in my chest was freshly broken, still all jagged edges, and I wanted to rip it out to stop it from hurting. As the sky darkened, Twinkle lights fought back with their little pools of defiant color. My heart is held together with plaster, tape, and wire, bound by little bits of hope. If you listen closely, you can still hear it beating. Thank you. And thank you all for a wonderful year of community and poetry and being together. This has been amazing.
Wow, thank you, Nemo. Love you, brother. Y'all open your mics and show some love to the poet.
Nemo Zoom.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Formidable. Intense. Revelatory.
Man, amazing as always, brother. And thank you. Thank you for being here with us throughout the year and helping us to keep this space. With that being said, y'all open up your hearts and y'all mics and let's hear from author Nicole S. Brown.
Hello. I have my first piece. It's called, and it was a prompt on Monday, and I think Gifted heard it, so it's short and sweet, but it's called If I Was a Poem. If I was a poem, I would punch powerful phrases to my enemies and get the perverse pleasure of their reaction. If I was a poem, I would get and give verbal foreplay on paper and vocal performance of me. If I was to perform a poem, I wouldn't be torn in between fantasy and reality. If I was a poem, I would piss people off professionally. In other words, if I was a poem, I would be both a profound performer and a classy catastrophe. If I was a poem, that would precisely and accurately depict me, Nikki B. That's the piece.
Yeah. You have more? Yeah.
More.
That was crazy. You rolled out on that prompt. Good writing. Amazing, right?
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave you with this one. It's called Cruising. I wrote this maybe I wrote it on November the 14th. It's called Cruising. We're gonna fly away. Glad you go my way. I love it when we're cruising together. Music was made for love. Cruising was made for love. I love it when we're cruising together. I can't wait to hear you say to me one day to come in a loving way. Baby, let's cruise away from here. Don't be confused, baby. The way is clear. This is forever. If you want it, then we will ride. And the music will take over our bodies and minds as we take a long ride home to never again be or feel all alone. No one night stands for us. The Creator has plans for us together in all types of weather. At every rest stop, our cruise in love will be good to the last drop and will never ever stop. We will flow, cruise, and glide both inside and outside. The music is taking our hearts, souls, bodies, and minds. Everything is fine. The way is clear. Pure love is cruising and will arrive and stay near. The slime is diminished. Pure love for us and our lives together has a unique finish and has been replenished and will never diminish. Love is cruising for us endlessly as the love of all centuries and all memories. We're gonna fly away. Glad you come my way. I love it when we're cruising together. Music was made for love. Cruising is made for love, not the blues. This concludes on what will happen endlessly after you say sweetly to me, baby, let's cruise away from here. Don't be confused or even fear. The way is clear because pure love is here and forever will be. Cruising together as we fly away to higher heights and be cruising and loving each other with all of our might. That's that beat.
Fire, fire, fire. Open up your mics and show some love.
Yeah, fire on the mic.
Yes. Woo-hoo.
Yo,
Let go.
what the singing with the poem? That was a perfect little combination of it. Oh, that was awesome. That was so
Thank-
beautiful.
It was.
Beautiful.
I love that.
Wow.
Thank you.
I love that. I love your voice too.
Yes.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Y'all make sure y'all keep showing that love in and out the chat. This is why we here. Again, I'm making an announcement. We are here in support of our sister Mary Ann Peterson. She's going through some things that we're not going to discuss, but if you can't help her, please find it in your heart, in your Cash App, in your wallet, and drop a little something in her Cash App so that she can get through these trying times. We depend on each other more than we can in this system, so never forget that. All right. With that being said, y'all open up your hearts and your mics, and let's hear from Whisper Poet.
Whisper.
Woohoo! Whisper Poet.
Yep.
Okay. Well, we'll come back to you, Queen. With that being said, let's keep that energy going. Y'all open up your hearts and your mics one more time, and let's show some love to Erica Floyd. Up next will be Jack of all trades and Jamal Smalls.
Oh, so I'm next.
Yes,
Okay.
please.
Hello, everyone. Let me see here. Let me do something here real quick, if I can. I don't know if I can figure this out. Let's see here. I want this. Well, perhaps I can't figure it out. Oh, I know what I'm supposed to do. I'm sorry. Forgive me, people. Let me see here. I'm trying to get to the piece. Okay, that's what I need. Okay. This is brand new. I just wrote this a couple of hours ago. It was an impromptu prompt. I'm trying to pull up the poem. There we go. Imagine having a childlike mindset, eager to have all questions answered as to how we come to be in our current predicament. How could our ancestors have been overtaken and brought here when they were in large number? How our people survived past atrocities? How they kept their heads during oppression of all kinds? How in a modern world, madness still continues? Why does most of the world treat us with contempt? Why are they intimidated by us? Why are there double standards to justice? Why doesn't things seem to get better? Why does heinous history repeat itself? Why are our ideas and contributions stolen from us? Why is the world trying to whitewash our history as if we were nothing but slaves, making our existence insignificant? Why is the world in denial of our positive influences? Why haven't we received the reparation owed to us? Why aren't we recognized as human to a certain populace? Perhaps history could show us what was already done in order to protect us from being conquered again. Perhaps we should arm ourselves with knowledge of all we have contributed to society, studying to show ourselves approved. And perhaps, just perhaps, we could come up with a better plan, presenting undeniable evidence that, contrary to the false rhetoric that we are savages, that we are, in fact, quite civilized, more so than the ones that held us captive, that our kind contributed to this world's advances, that without us, the planet would be further behind in technology, that we are worthy, that our efforts improve the quality of life, that we have shown more patience, restraint, and forgiveness than the ones that have oppressed us in past, as well as those that are attempting to do so currently. Maybe we do harbor childlike yearnings as well as inquisitiveness to not only learn from the past, but to acquire the tools for a peaceful, promising future for our descendants. Because we are, after all, the hopes and dreams of those before us.
Pure fire, Erica. Amazing, right? Amazing.
Erica, Brooklyn, outstanding,
That
outstanding.
was phenomenally mind-blowing.
Yes.
Yeah, so powerful, Erica. Wow.
And that picture,
Very
oh my
powerful.
God, that might be the most beautiful thing I've seen. That picture in the background is ridiculously. What's the word I'm looking for? I'm a lot of loss of words right now. That is just awesome.
It was an ekphrastic. That's what it was based on, the picture.
Yes.
So that's why I felt like
Mark
I needed
this
to put it
date,
up so
Kazi
y'all can
Kaz
see.
is at a loss for words. Oh my God.
Oh, that was a perfect piece. Perfect piece. Perfect. Everything was perfect, man.
It's so
Thank
fun
you.
that prompts like when I got into the poetry world, I had no idea what a prompt was. So when I see prompts now, I'll jump on it if I'm feeling it. But I think what she just wrote is the reason why people created prompts. Yeah. Oh my God, that
I
was
love it. We winding down, y'all. The time is getting down, so please put that love in the chat and keep that love going. I don't want it to go or forsake it or act like it's not there. Please, if you got something that you want to extend from your heart, put it in the chat so that it can be reviewed by us all. And again, we're trying to do a collection for this, and so please, if you can, put something in her Cash App. Just to help her get through these times. There's nothing too big, there's nothing too small. Just know that anything you do is helpful and it's from the heart. All right. Erica, did you have one more piece for us?
I'll do an old piece just to hurry up and get out of the way for someone else. Recently, in a way, I'm in misery, bidding farewell to being free. Seeing as to how it's going to be, who'd have thought you were my cup of tea? But now it's plain to see that you are my destiny. So I decided to stop fighting me on why I simply choose to invest my time in you. Good looks are fine, but I'm hooked to how your mind is set up. That's what's truly divine. Not just how we intertwine on a physical, but on the mental as well as the spiritual. I must say, that is foreplay that will go on forever and a day when looks fade away. Your attentiveness is bliss. No beats have you skipped or missed, and the way you kiss, I can't dismiss your skills in this. Your voice should have a condom, because without one, babies will bloom in my womb. Your words flow richly, conveying wisdom, like a ruler in his kingdom. The timbre of it turns me on and then some. And let's not forget admiration for taking ownership of your errors and judgment is key. Exemplifies true signs of maturity. That in itself gives me hope for longevity, showing growth and the possibility of you and me as it should be. So finally, perhaps I'm not necessarily in misery, but maybe fear of how happy I am now or could be, but consciously aware not to lay the responsibility of my happiness at your feet, but remembering my happiness begins and ends with me.
And just think, y'all, she should be so shy. She should be so shy. Check this out. Go ahead, Brooklyn.
That
With
part.
your bad self.
Yeah. Oh my
Beautiful.
God, your voice should have a condom.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I know, right? Yo,
Yeah.
that was awesome. Yo, wow. Phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Thank you so much. I
Mm.
appreciate it.
That line was crazy. Great work, Erica.
Mm.
Thank you for always being family and always being here with us. Great way to help us in out this month, this year. So we're glad that you're here. All right.
I love you. I love you guys.
You know we love you.
We love you too, Brooklyn.
So y'all keep that energy going. Open your hearts and your mics and show some love for the first time on this platform. My brother Jack of all trades.
Okay.
Woo! Jack of all
Come on,
Hello,
Jack.
everyone.
Hey,
Jack
Jack.
of all
Welcome to the
trades.
space. Welcome.
Hi to all
Who's
my people
naked
that I
up
know.
in here?
What's that? Oh, gosh, I just got very big on the screen. I'm gonna make myself small again. So yeah, I'm Jack of all trades. I do a lot of stuff, but I'm here to read some poetry. So I'm gonna read this one. I had written it on the 12th at like 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the morning, whilst writing like between 4 prompts that I was doing on another live. This just kind of like sprang into my mind. And a little Easter egg, there are some jagged edges in my piece. So Nemo, this is like a little bit of an echo to yours. Here we go. It's called Stained. Trillions of colorful, layered, interwoven pieces, each reflecting in the deepest, brightest corners of my soul. They piece together after the last big bang and project on the inside of my skin the truth of who I am. Look closely and see the old cracks where previously shattered the original glass remnants of my inner vision's vessel, hands clasped together, arms touching, shoulders rubbing. This land is your land. This land is our land. Smashed to pieces, the clandestine crystal sphere. It was never mine, but ours. I could not contain it within my soul. I set it free, as I do with all I love. I watched it fall, crash. Jagged edges reshaped, new panels added, dyes in my tissues dare to expose me, the work I have been up to repairing. a smaller community then of just the closest friends. One by one, those took their projections elsewhere too, and the lenses on loan, and I again, gapped, gaping with holes in my soul, exposed, I felt, and broke up the image again and again. I am a professional now at melting the sandy shores building within from the one-way flow of the hourglass filling with almost more than I can stand, blocking the flow of my fluid spirit and blowing glass, reflecting off the sinful, scintillating, flashing memories, a film washing over me and through as I erode, grow, and glow, or something. Poem.
Nice.
Yeah, jack of all trades. Spectacular work.
Yep. Nice.
You have an
Very
IG
nice.
handle, Jack?
Yeah,
Way to
it's
go.
let me type it in here too. It's Jack underscore woo. How do I spell Jack underscore VAL underscore trades. So Jack Val trades.
Way to show up, King.
Do I have time for another?
Yes, got you.
Okay.
Go ahead,
Groovy.
do your thing.
Groovy. So I'll read this. Oh, I'm torn between two, but I'll read this one. This is one that I wrote in 2018, I think right around Valentine's Day. Ooh, what a time to go back to. Okay. This is untitled. Love is not all that matters in the world twirling in circles. Life is bliss with friends when conversation never ends. This sensation, camaraderie, follows me down every hall, through every wall, tickles me pink as I sink into bed with thoughts and jokes from the night in my head. I can fall asleep alone and still feel at home, with blankets warmed by my body, just mine. It's fine to feel good, feels like it should when I'm warm under the covers and I have all the pillows to myself, can flip them, swap to always feel the cool side. Never worry about waking you. And yet, your skin warms something deeper than these covers ever could, something in the soul allowing me to feel whole. I own not, if not your admiration. Titillating conversation, conversing over verses versus whether we know where this goes or just go with the flow, moving still, but slow. Opening ourselves to explore the corners of one another's minds, your mind more beautiful than any sunset these eyes have ever seen, than the green leaves of spring, so vibrant, glows brighter than the full moon, blue and supermoon even in this darkened room, little spoon. Curtains pulled closed, your body pulled close, my arm around you, your hand over mine, close in body, close in spirit, clothes close under the covers, little spoon, close to you. No, love is not all that. Matters of the mind, more than matters of the heart. Your mind, your matter, you matter to me. Poem.
Great share. Y'all open up y'all mics and show some love to Jack of all trades. Thank you for joining the family, brother.
Welcome.
Yeah, jack of all
Wonderful.
trades. Welcome
Glad
to
you're
Who's
here.
Naked Up in Here. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for the space.
Beautiful. Absolutely
Sorry
beautiful.
that I'm kind of skimming through. I'm just the energy is definitely there. Y'all make sure y'all keep passing that love. I just want to make sure that we get things closed out in good time tonight, so that we can go and show some support to my brother Coach Josh Smalls and Darkman Blues, aka Complicated Passions, as they feature their new project, Love Is, tonight on One Poetry with William Washington. So yeah, keep putting that love out there, but please put it in the chat so that we don't spend a lot of time with passing that back and forth and everybody can be heard. I thank y'all all for being here on this last show. We can't have this space without you all. Again, we're raising funds for Marianne Peterson tonight. She's going through some trials and tribulations. Please don't ask if she got any details for you. You can do that one-on-one thing, but I don't want to put her information no further out than I have. If you have it in your wallet and you have it in your heart that you can make a contribution, please put it to our Cash App, as we've been putting it into the chat all night. All right. With that being said, y'all open up your hearts and your mics and let's show some love to my brother John Moore Smalls.
Woohoo! Yeah.
Whoop whoop.
You know, I was just come on to listen, right? But you know, I get kind of enticed to do some pieces, so I would do 2 quick short pieces. I will get to it, make everybody go home, go to the bed early, so let's get to it. All right, this first one was a prompt, a short piece. The name of this piece is entitled Clear Mind. I do not want to die alone. I'm just looking at the things that are before me. Sometimes in life, you have to cry alone to wash out all the monsters that live inside me. I'm trapped in my thoughts while the winds of emotion roar like the raging sea, washing away all my impurities until my mind becomes clear again. And that was the first piece. All right, the second piece, everybody should know this by heart by now. The name of this piece is called Higher Purpose. This was the first collection of poems that I actually wrote. Debt to the verses, respect for the hearses. Leave me here in the shadow of doubt and get blessed by the curses. Evaluate the face of this nigger. I'm a born killer who put debts on higher purchase. Stand next to the ocean and dive into the sea. I'm emotionless down to the T. Call this to take over. I'm nothing less in the face of the priest. Bow your ears because the king of pop is here. I dropped pop and became the goat. I slit throats in the sacrifices of sheep. And that's just my 2 pieces. Told you I'll be quick.
Nah, great line.
Great work. Yeah.
Beautiful. Awesome.
Yeah.
Definitely fire, brother. Definitely appreciate you for not only being here, being family with us throughout this whole journey, but definitely for showing up for tonight, you know, being the final show of this year, and for being swift for us, man. Big love to you, brother. Keep being great.
Yeah, man.
Y'all open up your hearts and your mics and continue with that love with y'all more Smalls and show some love to Dope Female Training.
If I were a poem, I would lace lyrical love letters around the nape of your neck, carefully caress your conscience to compliment your cockiness, slow stroke your cerebral cortex into seductive submission, soft suck your sixth sense with my fingertips, woe manhandle your hunger around the base of your beat, penetrate your doubts and fears, softly coat each stroke with silent screams of seductive soliloquies, mentally massage your mind with melodic melodies, whisper words of wetness into the main vein of your existence, tongue tie my taste buds around your truth, quench my thirst with your masculinity, clutch on your confidence, project patience, purpose, protection, and power. To you, We make it easy to indulge in you. Let me rescue you. Stand 10 toes down, straight up, erect in the breath of you. Let me hide in the breath of your oxygen. Take my breath away and slowly snatch my future soul with no cares of the world and what tomorrow may hold. You see, I want to be your word, your verb, and your action. I want to be the thought before you think it. Let me be the pen that you ink with. Create an orgasmic poetry, perfectly positioned. As you slowly glide your fingertips into the valley of my vision, I'll lay on it. Just like that. Sit on it. Slurp the clit of my ever-flowing emotions and oceans of tears. Dance in my water. Our poem.
Well,
Woo!
that's all I can say is well.
Yeah.
We need a well. We need
Y'all
to
been
put the
coming
fire
in.
out, Jesus.
Y'all been cutting up off that prompt. That prompt is definitely got y'all lit.
The second poem would be his response to her. Let me go to it real quick. Forgive me. I didn't know it was my go. This is his response to her. He says, love you past your pain. But baby, first, let me upgrade you. Let me stand 10 toes down, straight up, erect in the breath of you. I mean, let me be a blessing as I manhandle you. Subdue you like a voodoo until you do what becomes quite natural to you. Remind you of his righteousness that created you, pierced aside, crucified, and died for you. Then carefully orchestrated a safe haven within me to love, honor, and protect you. Who am I? When I'm trying to be the synchronicity to your melody, creating a frequency inside your symphony as I penetrate your harmony, making you hunger only for me. As sacred secrets scream seductive soliloquies in darkness, dances to death's dungeons of the feet. Cobwebs weave silk shackles of wars on wounds. Let me rescue you. Create a safe space where all you see is me and you for you. I'll make you forget that the world is against you. Where disrespect coded you and neglect showboated you in life, tried its damnedest to deep throat you. And with the slightest tongue touch between your hips, you're gonna lose your shit. And you'll be the flesh of my flesh, the air that I breathe, and where you hurt, baby, I'll stress. And where I lack, I know you gonna damn show protect, see you. You be the front line, the blood to my lifeline, and I'll pray for you more than me wholeheartedly. Love, honor, and cover you with each and every ounce of air that I breathe. So if this is a dream to God, I ask that you not awaken me. Let me hide in the breath of the oxygen that she takes from me. Because if loving her is wrong, then damn it, I don't want to be right. And I'll plead guilty to the responsibility of a felony if the conviction sentences me to remain in her company. And I'll be her master key where she would only open up for me because there would never ever have to be a soldier after me because I'm the inhale and the exhale to the air she breathes. See, God created me to orchestrate the escape of her fateful misery. I'm the atom to her Eve, the roots to her tree, and my purpose is to create more of us. So come, literally, and lay beside me. Let's make life. Oh.
You are dangerous. You dangerous, lady. Oh my God, that was beautiful.
Thank you.
Great words. Wow.
So beautiful,
Just
man. Wow, what words.
Yeah.
Wow. Pure poetry, man. Wow. Wow.
Whisper Poet, are you back?
Sorry?
Great reads, love. I'm sorry, I'm kind of skimming tonight because I'm trying to get everything in and get it down in time. But thank you for coming, as always, and a part of this family. Great reads. Way to attack that prompt.
Yeah. Do you have an Instagram?
I'll put it in the chat.
Thank you. Y'all open up your mics and your hearts and show some love for Whisper Poet.
Let's go, Whisper.
Whisper.
Poet. Yeah.
So much. I'm sorry I missed earlier. I've been awake since 3 a.m. and I'll be honest, I fell asleep on the couch. I'm gonna read a prose piece for you tonight. This is called To Julie Newmar. Thanks for everything.
Whisper, you're very low, sweetheart. Please be a little louder.
Speak a little louder. You got it. This is called To Julie Newmar. Thanks for everything. Wonder Woman, starring Linda Carter, aired from 1976 to 1979. While Julie Newmar starred originally as Catwoman in the late 60s, those episodes were rebroadcast in the afternoons during the same time period that Wonder Woman was being aired. As a child of the 70s, these two shows and their iconic female figures were an after-school necessity. My impressionable mind was influenced not only by their voluptuous beauty, but also by the ethos of each one. Wonder Woman was to be venerated by the nature of her self-sacrifice of true love for the good of mankind, while Catwoman was the object lesson of how being bad will cause your downfall. After all, everyone knows crime doesn't pay. And yet, while I knew Wonder Woman was who I was supposed to model myself after, I was more attracted to Catwoman's world. I mean, look at poor Wonder Woman. She was the epitome of a self-sacrificing good girl in love with a dude who was, let's face it, clueless. I mean, really? That man was so unaware of this gorgeous creature's desire for him, he must have had the libido of an amoeba. Meanwhile, Catwoman was the polar opposite of Wonder Woman, a diametrically opposed force of sensuality who had Batman hanging on by his fingernails not to bang her every time they met. I spent my entire adolescence and young adulthood trying to be happy walking Wonder Woman's path. Let's just say it didn't work. Now, as a 51-year-old divorcee, I am quite comfortable in my decision to flush the golden lasso down the damn toilet, put on some cat ears and black eyeliner, and let my inner hedonistic bad girl come out to play. Batman, beware. The eau de chat is deadly. Thanks, y'all.
Okay. Okay, I see
I
you.
love
I
that.
see you.
I love that.
Yeah, Catwoman. I remember her well.
I
Yeah.
bet you. Thanks
All
for
right,
the
give it to the next one so we can wrap it up.
That's all for me. Thank you.
Whisper.
Thank you.
Okay.
Did she say that's all? Did you say that's all for you?
She did. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, Whisper. So appreciate you for being part of this family and keeping the show going. We love you. Thank you for being here on this final show, 2023. I'm going to close it out now. I got two pieces I'm going to do real quick, and we're going to close it out. This piece is entitled Origami. Life can be heavy as a suitcase full of textbooks on African culture and quantum physics. A book bag strapped on your aching back, full of buckle you down to the knees. But when you handle the inscribes one line at a time, you'll find it easier to tote the bulk of the weight, easier for you to find and keep your place. A bookmark where you last left off, so you don't go backwards after you've turned the page. Though rereading is good for understanding. There's no need to revisit a closed chapter other than to remind yourself of what was taught in this passage. So I never judge a verse by its length, by its messenger, but by the density of all its contents. And every now and then, a page gets ripped out, folded at the belly, bent on the edges, creased into what is descriptionally considered for me as life's origami, transforming a square into whatever I can just to be something worthy of opening. All down, filtered every thought, typed in me, hoped they could relate, hoped they could make sense of those origami pages and how their faces changed in folding pictures, monster images, facets of a time I can't help rewind, unfold, and refold, constantly reading my verse in repetition, just for me to bend the corners back again, exact to the fold, the crease, reshaping me, replacing me back in life's origami. Sometimes I can stand, sit, stare, and waste time with them. It's not till I snap out of them. I wonder what happened to the cranes, the fold of fortune tellers, the butterflies, the boats that took our imagination. How'd I end up with flagrants, tyrants, vagrants, everything around me wanting to eat? The demons inside trying to I look back at the angry in my origami, wanting to ball me up, toss me at a wastebasket, shots falling short of me, off to the side, and I realized the challenges that I survived, how wildlife tried to swallow me alive, and I found a smirk awakening, breaking a smile, trapped in the boredom of my self-approval, and I keep on my goal to transform a square sheet of a man into a finished sculpture through folding and sculpting techniques. Boom.
Okay, Witz. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah,
Give
that
me
was
his
great.
Beautiful, Witz.
Yeah.
Wow. Hells yeah. Word.
Y'all, thank y'all for receiving that. Thank y'all for receiving that. This next piece is entitled 6 Trillion Teardrops.
Mm.
When she cries, it rains. No matter how calm the storm, I come out drenched from shouldering her emotions. Every time her lids water in a cloud filled with anger, I drown in the downpours of all her pain. Downwind of her distress, Kleenex is but a boat sail, clinging on to the seams against her heavy breaths. Her light dims a little bit more each time her moons change from full to crescent to eclipse. Sometimes the sky shatters like a glass thrown against the wall. Other times her weather change tends to sneak up on me. Then there's those moments when I can see her coming from miles away like a darkness breaching. I stand out in the open as her shower nears me, waiting like a awning to shelter her, wind chiming to her violent disturbances when necessary. I live in her cyclones, typhoons, and monsoons, knowing that she can shine bright as any star. Yet I am swallowed up in the depths of her cloud cover, smothering the light that she is. The average rain drops her tear ducts at 7 miles per hour, and the shore of her cheekbones can't contain the water swells, no more so than the cliff of her chin. And you can measure by the inches how much she precipitates, drowning herself in misplaced apologies, unable to love herself beyond mental condensation. And it's storming now. Sometimes it rains for days. But in any case, I will be her bucket under ceiling leaks, her raincoat and umbrella fighting to protect her. No matter how dark the blanket of cover may be, I'll be peeking over like the sun for her eyes to see. There is beauty in the sky after the rain, which usually reflects in the leftover bow. Boom. All right. I want
Whoa.
to thank y'all for being here. Thank you. Thank y'all for coming
Spectacular,
through.
Mr. Witz. Yeah.
On
Awesome,
fire.
awesome. Damn, fire.
Yeah, all of y'all was amazing tonight. I truly appreciate the ride. AJ, I see you coming in here. We're trying to get it wrapped up so that we can go over there and show some love with Coach Josh Smalls.
I got
And
you, man. We're good. We're good. I
yeah,
was late coming in. We're good. I appreciate it.
yeah. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna allow you to do one piece so that we can wrap it up real quick. I don't wanna leave you um without saying something on this last episode. So I definitely appreciate you being here, brother. And if you will, give us something to leave with.
Okay, I'll give you some. No one man can. Not even Atlas could hold the earth still. So when our worlds collided, and you thought I wasn't trying to move them, I was. Just didn't have the power. Wasn't made of right substance. It's the I am formed of love. But you ask, what is love? Love is a cataclysmic eruption of emotions, eons of atoms and protons, battling too big to be a micron. This ball wasn't formed in a day. It took more than a millennium to get there. There's no such thing as 50-50. It's always been 100-100. I am 250. Love enough for the both of us. But again, you ask of love. Love is a young boy on a ladder, carving marks into the doors now, hoping to one day reach the height of his imagination. I've always believed that pain was an escape from smiles and frowns overlap, making tears the only escape by laughter. So you see, I laugh a lot. I said to people that's funny. Love never came with forever. Dependent on ourselves. It only lasts as long as the life of the person who feels it, and it does. Love never fails. Love is forever, lost in nowhere, with an X mark in the spot. Time is yet to pick up his shovel and dig up. We constantly grab at air for the substance we know will make us better stewards of art, but we're no surgeons. We use scalpels only to cut. There are memories we've purposely forgotten, tucked away beneath the rubble of broken hearts we've survived, the faded footprints, the muffled sounds of joy and sadness. Our shadows can no longer whisper. See, love is a firm-footed jug, bad hand. He can hold his palms if it was handed to him. We live in this bubble absorbing ultraviolet solar radiation, so when worlds collide, the atmospheric pressure renders Cubans and 8 degrees, gravity fails of volcanoes erupt, and we're jettisoned out of our comfort zone. See, love is a 10-year-old girl afraid to double dust because the family's allergic to rope. An overweight personal trainer knows perfectly well what to do to take this kind of stuff. Love is a song in A minor sung in E flat. A 109-yard touchdown return in a baseball game, spring in December. An announcer on the signature on the bottom, it doesn't always fit in the box to hide it in. Love is cross stitches and patches on the knees of our genes from begging heaven for the fireworks believed to contain in our childhood fantasies. If we should ever stop to notice, each day the sunrise. There's the brightest of glows with heat covering us all with solar flares, combustible gas exploding constantly. There are fireworks all around us. Maybe we were never told it to not detect by ourselves. See, love is in the details. The instructions we never read, the blueprints we tossed inside, thinking we could build it ourselves, but our fingers are never long enough. Love is a 10 questions possible. No one knows right answer. A Ponzi scheme you've invested all your time and emotions in, a great story to tell you this. Just can't remember the ending. A hero saved by the damsel in distress. Love is a daughter trying hard to recall the last words her mother told her not to forget. It's going to perfect hundreds on the DNA test. Love is soldiers laughing on the final flight home. It's the first smile in the morning, the last side night. Teachers lost chefing a wall on the side. A dentist performing brain surgery. Sea salt in the sugar dispenser. A mariachi band at a rap concert. Its planets collide. Egos and tongues fighting for superiority. Each one of these axes. Their worlds revolves around its impact of magnanimous proportions. It's not yelling. We need listening. It's waiting instead of acting. It's holding hands in the midst of the storm. You see, love is in the details.
Dope share, AJ. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you being here on this final episode of Who Naked Up in Here. Always
Yes.
love you. You know that.
Wow,
Thank you
Agent.
for that with me.
Amazing.
And
Thank
Thank
you,
then,
God
Natalie.
he's not deaf or mute. His hands would be really tired. So I'm like, with this, I'm like, I'm telling you, my God, you better not tell me you memorized that whole piece. That was long. Did you
Yeah, that's
memorize all of that? Was
yeah,
that from memory?
yeah,
You just
yeah.
a
That's
scary
easy.
brother. And I'm gonna be quiet because we want to go support Coach. So,
yeah, and
and
I
thank
missed
you for
one
the reminder.
person. I missed one person, so I got to make sure that I get her because she has been
Okay.
riding with us this time. So
Oh,
y'all please
Marissa,
stick around for one more artist, and y'all open up your hearts and your mics for today.
welcome today.
Welcome.
What's up? What's up?
Peace, yeah, peace, welcome.
Jeez, Witz, I didn't know you were getting ready to do that. But it's all good. All right, since it is the end of the year, I'll do this one piece. Choose to let it go because your life depends on it. Your heart begins on it. Your soul and mental state can rest and rescind on it. If you hold on to what doesn't serve you, you'll never be able to win back you, so you can mend on it. Let dis-ease become a thing of the past, no longer cuffing your gut, so you can properly feed and get full on it. Choose to let it go, so habit doesn't hold you hostage and trap you inside of you on it. So danger doesn't look normal, and your third eye can unveil with trauma cells, and you can set sail on it. Stop ransoming yourselves for people that don't even deserve a penny for your thoughts. I don't know about you, but I'd rather derail on it. Move around and let my walk reveal my worth. Add tax and never look back on it. Stay focused on the facts, because yesterday's price ain't worth the self-sacrifice and raw deal on it. Take your own advice and tip that scale on it. Stop moving in slow motion and settling in depression's gestation. Shed off that old skin and close that casket lid on it. If people can't feel and see what's materialized after the death of these things, they might need to close their eyes and place their fingers on that device so they can peep the principles beneath that braille on it. You see, even I vomited victimhood and released things that made me dizzy with anxiety until I couldn't breathe on it. Took a long, long look in the mirror and squared up with me so I could dig deeper and seek to set me free from everything that was an accomplice to the assassination of a better me, so I could breathe liberation on it. All praise is due to the Most High, Allahu Akbar. The Elohim Jah has blessed us with intuition, so I can trust me, walk with spirit, and lean on it. I'm telling you, when the elders said, you never know what you're going to go through and how you'll respond until you're standing in the thick on it, they were foreshadowing tentative troubles to activate your ass. Before you met those times, took the test and failed on it. Missed the mark because you didn't get your lessons or read the messages from life's fees on it. But don't despair, because the darkest hour always precedes the dawn if you could just hold on and resist the urge to take knees and concede on it. Because in the gift of letting go, sometimes a memory has to die so you can live. Sometimes a habit has to die so you can live. Sometimes the toxic you must die so you can live. Sometimes that spirit of self-sabotage must die so you can live. Sometimes those attachments masquerading as your lifeline must die so you can live. Sometimes the lie you ride must die so you can live. Sometimes ego and pride have to die so you can live. Sometimes that fear you hide must die so you can live. Sometimes that guilt and shame that resides in your eyes must die so you can live. Sometimes anger and that violent cry inside must die so you can live. Sometimes it just has to die so you can live. Just know it's okay to let go so you can live on it. Love better and vow to heal self so you can feel on it. Identify your pains with truth to suffocate their source so you can be freed on it. Because ain't nothing better than reintroducing the world to the better you birthed out of your lessons so you can influence another soul as you teach to reach on it. And that's the gift of letting go. Poem.
Absolutely, 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 my sister. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Get up on it.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Please come back.
Breathtaking. Breathtaking.
Yeah, I want to tell you, you all were amazing tonight. I truly, truly appreciate y'all for keeping this space. This entire year has been an amazing, just been an amazing journey. I want to give a special shout out to my co-host Gifted for helping to keep the space as well. I couldn't do this without you. Thank you for being that light that I need. To help shine the way for me. Again, thank you all for being family to this room and for being family to each other. Don't forget that we're doing a collection for our sister Mary Ann Peterson. If you have it in your heart and in your wallet, please drop something into her Cash App during these trying times. With that being said, thank you all for another amazing episode of Who's Naked Up in Here. It's been an amazing year, and I'll see you all again first Wednesday in January. Hopefully I'll catch you all. Let's follow ourselves on over and support
Love
Coach
you
Josh
all.
Smalls
Have a good
and Complicated Passions and on William Washington one-on-one poetry. Peace and blessings, everybody. Thank you.
Love you all.
Love you guys
you.
too.
See you
Thank
next year.
you.